magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag-3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas, at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag-3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na, yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na, yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na, yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y
He is a scorer, and so a lot of that has to do with how they perform tonight, especially in this very crucial match between these two evenly matched teams.
Well, as interesting as this marquee matchup is, let's hear from Mika Abisamis a report about these two players. Mika, go ahead.
Nakakwentuhan ko itong si Hesed Gabo at saka si Jong Baloria. Apparently, they were both part of that Basilan team sa Vismin Cup during the pandemic as Mindanao champions and South champions. Kwento nito ni Jong Baloria, doon daw talaga niya nakita ang disiplina ng isang Hesed Gabo kung paano daw siya sa court at mag-extra work. Para naman dito kay Hesed, sabi niya, napakasaya makasama nito ni Jong Baloria, lalo na sa bubble. Pero pagdating daw talaga sa court, seryoso siya. So both these guys respect each other at sa kakayahan nila dito sa court. Migs and Coach Mike.
And that respect is what we would expect from these two as they would potentially guard each other later on for our main game. Let's talk about the previous matchup of Batangas City. It happened inside the Brenzigiao Convention Center against our defending champions, no less. Pampanga won by 26.
It was close in the first. They were down only 2 points, but Pampanga limited Batangas to only 12 points in the second quarter while scoring 22 points. They trailed at the half. In the final 2 quarters, it's just Encho, Archie, and Kurt really taking over. And Batangas had decent field goal percentages, but Pampanga shooting at 48% and 12 more makes. 3-point percentage was a challenge. 28% lang para dito sa Batangas. And, you know, the Giants were too much in the paint, on the offensive rebound, and even on the defensive glass.
At least now they can move on and move forward with their original head coach, Cholo Villanueva. As now we talk about the Pangasinan Heat Waves, it was yet another heartbreaking loss for them versus the Negros Muscovados. They're now 1-7 in games settled by less than 5 points.
Lamang sila ng 12 at the half, pero strong yung fourth quarter start para lalo sa first 5 minutes para dito sa Negros, and it went down to that defensive stop by Bricks leading up to that steal and that basket. Well, decent field goal shootings for both teams, above 42%. 3-point percentage was pretty decent. But Pangasinan had more attempts in the paint, plus 14 and more points in the paint. But, you know, there are -3 when it comes to second chance points.
At least tonight they have the help of their hometown peeps here in Pangasinan. The home record of the Heat Waves is 2-3 so far. Let's see if they can step up against Batangas City as we turn you over to Miguel Perez.
Saunders first for the MPBL inaugural season champions, the Batangas City Tanduay Rom Masters. Starting at forward number 15, Don Ochea. Center number 43, Jexter Apinan. Two guard number 45, Jong Baloria. Also at forward number 23, Sed Ablaza. And at one guard number 31, MJ De La Virgen. Their head coach is Cholo Villanueva. Assistant coaches, J.R. Aquino, Warren Capitan, John Arenas, and Dino Ponce Enrile. Assistant team manager, Gilbert Alea. Team managers, Gina Labanza. LGU partner is Congressman Marvy Marino. Team owner is Lucio Dan III. And now, Calasiao Sports Complex. Get on your feet, because it's time to meet the starting unit of your Pangasinan Heatwaves. Starting at forward number 24, Damian Lesko. Power forward number 5, Vince Tolentino. Starting at center number 28, the Komodo Dragon, Michael Mabula. Two guard number 10, Ralph Robin. And at one guard number 7, Hesed Gabo. Their head coach is Gerson Cabiltes. Assistant coaches, Noy Catalan, Ariel Sison, Florian Pineda, Harold Dung, Jun Marzan, Joseph Gion, Jun Medina.
The average starting fives brought to you by Sports Max, powered by Play Max, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max. MJ De La Virgen with Jong Baloria, Jexter Apinan, Sed Ablaza, and Don Echea. Full force for Coach Cholo Villanueva. And then it's Hesed Gabo, Ralph Robin, Michael Mabulak, Vince Tolentino, and Damon Lasco for Coach Gerson Cabiltes. This is our main event for our MPBL Saturday, coming to you live from the Calasiao Sports Complex in Pangasinan, the Puto capital of the Philippines. Damian Lasco attacking quickly. No foul, no basket, no putback as well. And we have to remind everybody that Pangasinan is still in the hunt for a playoff spot in the North Division. They're at 7 and 12, a couple of games behind Valenzuela, who's at 10 and 9, while Batangas is at 12 and 6. Although they lost their past two outings, they really felt the absences of Levy Hernandez and Coach Cholo.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Levy Hernandez is a guy that they turn to when it comes to needed points. And so it's good that they have him tonight. And, you know, the inspiration that Coach Cholo has always been that leader for Batangas. They look up to this guy to be leading them in every game and in every season.
There's Coach Cholo with his signature polo with that logo of Batangas near his heart. But Coach Jerry Aquino, big shout out to him. He has done a splendid job as well for Batangas City. Wala naman nagbago sa sistema. Ganun pa rin naman ang kanilang pagpapatakbo. Michael Mabula converted on his first free throw. He averages 8 points and almost 8 rebounds per game.
And while you see this five for Batangas, almost relatively the same starters, dito sa side ng Pangasinan, you see a little bit more of scoring on the guard rotations. Ralph Robin and Damian Lasco together on the floor at the same time, but they'll have to contend against the attacks of the other guys wearing white.
That was a forced shot by Ablaza. And here comes Damon Lasco down the middle. No foul. Still no basket. Hesed Gabo driving. Gabo feeds Mabulak. Another miss. Still no field goals in this game.
And again, going back to the discussion at the top of the coverage, primarily a facilitator is Hesed Gabo. And so, as much as he tries to score, hindi mo maiwasang makakita siya ng kakampi at bibigyan niya.
Jong Baloria for 3. Yes. Levy Hernandez told me that Jong had some moments here and there kung saan sinasabihin niya, binibiro niya si Levy na, balik ka na. One would imagine, para may katulong siya na umiscore para sa Batangas City. There's a miss by Ralph Robin, and here comes Jong.
Yeah, at saka itong Batangas, this is a very close-knit family. If you talk about these guys, and so a lot of their success is really coming from that closeness.
Jong Valoria with back-to-back three-pointers. I'm pretty sure he saw that we featured him alongside Hesed Gabo, his former Basilan teammate, for our marquee matchup. Hesed Gabo answering back.
Well, this is an exceptional start to these two guys that we matched up. Valoria shooting roughly about 21% from three. Right now, it's 2 out of 2 from outside.
6-3. 2.5 minutes gone by. Valoria leaning in. Too strong. Rebound Mabula. Now they go to Hesed Gabo. Number 1 playmaker of Pangasinan, averaging 6 assists per game. That's number 9 in the whole of the MPBL. Getting the foul. That's off of Don Ochea.
And obviously, itong Batangas trying to hard show against that two-man game.
This three-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. The second for Jong Valoria in this game. Let's see the numbers of Valoria in their previous outing. He had 12 on 2-3. So na-match niya na kanyang previous game three-point shooting. 3 minutes gone by. MJ delivered in. Apinan. Kick out. Ablaza all day. Great patience by Batangas.
And so far, the three-point shooting has been exceptional para dito sa Batangas. They're 3 out of 4 from there. And so far, there seems to be no slowing down for these guys.
Mabulak. Almost a steal. Michael doesn't usually shoot. Tolentino. By the way, that's a guy who didn't even shoot in their previous game. Vince Tolentino in 16 minutes of play. Good to see a basket from Vince.
That was one number that was missing in Vince's previous game. And, you know, the guy can score, especially on the inside, but it really was just a difficult matchup against Negros in the fourth quarter.
And again, Vince is not the type to force a shot. This is a normal thing for him. Cut, and then find a way to get the ball through the hoop. Something that he did with Ateneo.
Tsaka yung one dribble na spin going that side of the floor.
Ablaza bumping his way through.
Yeah. And when you look at Batangas, really their attack, they're very conservative when it comes to how they pick their spots. And that's why they're so efficient on the field. They like to move the ball around, especially on the perimeter.
They're efficient with their field goal shooting.
Yep.
With their execution, to the point that they don't even shoot a lot of free throws.
Correct.
They're dead last in the league in free throw attempts. As Mabulak misses, no save. And here come the Rum Masters.
And again, they go back to their slow break game, trying to execute half-court sets.
MJ delivered in. On to Cedric Ablaza, a three-pointer. Short rebound, Tolentino. Hesed Gabo pushing. Hesed. Pass on to Damon Lasco with a layup.
Well, if you're Coach Gerson, you like that Damon's being aggressive offensively. He's finally made a field goal after 3 attempts, and you really need that guy to be scoring outside of the usual suspects in Ralph Robin and the rest of the gang.
Lasco is a former All-Star, after all, for Caloocan back in Season 4. At some point, he was the leading scorer in the MPBL. Apinan will fire. No good. Rebound Mabulak. He's been quite active. A total of 4 boards now for Mike. Gabo. Pass to the cutter. Tolentino could not handle it.
And so far, itong Batangas, very quick and going down defending against the transition play.
This fast break of the game is brought to you by Sports Max, powered by Play Max, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max. Isa sa mga rare moments so far of Pangasinan being able to exploit the fast break against Batangas' defense, but they will gladly take it, of course. 7-11 is the tally. 4.5 minutes. Delivered a hit. They also sat out in their previous game because of a suspension. Ablaza turns around. That's good.
Well, half-court set na methodical eh. Yan ang meron dito sa sa Batangas. To the point that even parang surgical na eh, no? Pag tinignan mo, ganun sila ka-pinpoint accurate when it comes to their half-court sets.
13-7. Michael Mabulak
Good
to
kick.
Ralph Robin for 3. Too strong. Rebound Baloria. Batangas feeling it. Jong against his marquee matchup. Baloria give it space. Now it's set onto MJ. 11 hand drives. He spins.
Good
nice
move.
escape.
That's a good move, right? You know, trying to drive middle. He drew that defense going that side, turned the other way. Great move by MJ.
15-7. First 2 points for MJ Deliverhen in this game. Mabulak. Leaner, yes.
So far, nakikita mo sa depensa na nagiging creative na rin sa pag-attack itong Pangasinan is that they're really blitzing against Hesed Gabo, trying to get the ball out of his hands and find someone else to create for them.
Back with MJ. To Jong Baloria, defended by Gabo. Baloria,
wow.
strong side. A layup for him.
Clearly rejected, empty on corner. The entire left side of the floor for a left-handed player in Jong, that's easy basket.
8 points already for Jong Baloria in this game. And a total of 7 field goals for Batangas against the 4 of Pangasinan. This is Hesed Gabo. Mabulak met well by MJ Delaverhen. That's a steal. Batangas on the run. Cross-court pass. O'Neal rim. Apinan lost it. Back with Hesed. Gabo. Oh, turnover. It's going to be a baseline inbound, and we're going to enumerate our substitutions. Marami-rami. Levy Hernandez making his return with CJ Isit, Mark Cruz, and Chris Porter for Batangas. As this play of the game is brought to you by Suzuki. MJ Deliverhen with a spin onto the right. One more look at it. Able to lose Ralph Robin in this play. For Pangasinan, Jeff Come now inbounds, working with Shaq Naganas, Alan Mina, Ian Melencio, and JP Maguliano. This is their second unit. A three-pointer converted by Alan Mina.
Now, that's one guy that they need to score para dito sa Pangasinan. I mean, hitting shots from the outside and putting that ball on the floor, that guy can do, Alan Mina.
Mina made 1 3 in their previous game. He was 3 out of 12 in total from the field. 7 points. A good start for him versus Negros, but it was a struggle after that first quarter for Alan Mina. That's short for Levy Hernandez, who did tell me that he's back to 100% off of his knee surgery. Here's Jeff Comia. On to Shaq Naganas. Alan Mina. Step back. Now back to Shaq. They swing it over. Comia for 3. Short. Rebound CJ.
And again, living with those shots from the outside, yun ang mga tirang inaalaw lang nitong Batangas for Pangasinan.
Levy Hernandez goes to Chris Porter, who was red hot versus Pampanga. CJ Isit drives. Isit back to Chris. 2 seconds. Porter has to fire. He did not know about it.
Yeah. Well, he felt he had that mismatch with Melencio on the post, but he just really didn't have enough time. Nobody telling Porter that the clock was winding.
16 points for Chris Porter in their previous game. 7 out of 11 shooting. In the last game, where Batangas still didn't have Coach Cholo Villanueva. I was already bringing it up with Coach Louis Gonzalez that could be a breakout game for Chris Porter.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can be consistent with his scoring.
And isa yan sa mga facet ng game ng Batangas na kailangan nila, yung post-up game that Chris can actually bring, and additional medium-range perimeter guy that can shoot. You already have, you know, Ablasa, you already have Levy, Jong, and even Jexter, but an addition in Chris would be really good.
Now we're seeing the heartbreaking losses of Pangasinan. 4 points or less. Ang dami niyan, no?
Yes.
8. Valenzuela, Quezon, Caloocan, Binyan, Davao Occidental, Rizal, Quezon City, and Negros. Those are teams who are in the playoff hunt, by the way. So, they've always been there. Nagkukulang lang talaga. And I talked to Vince Tolentino about it. He mentioned to me that there is a certain amount of pressure that they have needed to handle. And a good solution to that, as Mina misfires, is playing lighter. Kumbaga, parang ease off of that pressure for a bit. Diba? And play your game, play with the system. At some point, hindi kasi pwedeng mapunta na sa isip nila yung mga talo na yun.
That's right. And, it's really a lot different if you're playing with a lot of joy. And it just brings out the best in people. And so you gotta get past all this noise and talk outside and stick with the team and play with all the joy that you can each game that you have.
Pangasinan has a bit of momentum on their side. Down by 3, Ian Melencio. On to Shaq Taganas, Maguliano for the tie. Short. And there's a foul. Hinawakan ni Chris Porter si Shaq Taganas.
Kita naman talaga, even right in front of us, you can see that Chris was holding on to Shaq. Well, mabigat rin i-box out si Shaq, no?
That was Chris's way of basically not giving up a rebound to one of the best in the league's history in that category.
I agree.
Jeff Comia tried to go to Maguliano. That was tapped away by Mark Cruz. Those two players got drafted recently. Jeff Comia, knockout play to beat the buzzer. Almost worked. And so, it's going to be a 3-point advantage for the road squad here in Pangasinan after 1.
Well, it was a little bit of a slow start para dito sa hometown Pangasinan team, but the good thing is they were able to recover in the latter part. They were able to survive this early onslaught from 3 by Baloria, even Seth Ablaza hitting one from outside. And the good thing is that you're getting back into the groove. Now you're just down by 3.
Maloria and Ablaza have 15 points combined. They actually have outscored Mike Mabulak and the rest of Pangasinan so far. This first quarter score is brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX.
Back at the Calasiao Sports Complex for your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, we are very happy to have Coach Cholo Villanueva back. I asked during the losses, was there any emotion on your end? And he said, this team was built on togetherness. We are not a very good team if or when we are not together. Pag wala ang isa, medyo nagkakaproblema. Levy has a role, I have a role, the ball boys have roles, and I commend the role that my assistants played. Grateful for his second life and still available for this high level of competition. Migs and Coach Mike.
I actually heard the voice of Coach Cholo with everything that Mika said.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Coach Cholo Villanueva. We're happy to have you here in the MPBL. And as we take a look at our first quarter field goal story, Levy Hernandez actually spent some time with Coach Cholo in the same hospital. Sabay yung kanilang naging procedures. And so, I'm just happy to have them back.
Oh, yeah.
Pareho yung date na nawala sila, pareho din yung date ng kanilang pagbabalik.
Well, talk about togetherness. I mean, talagang iba rin yung kultura na binild nila Coach Cholo with the team. And you like that he says that everybody's got their role and you do it all together as one team.
This is Oni Larim working with Mark Cruz. Now on to CJ Isit. The drive and the feed. Was that a turnover? Yes.
Yeah, not enough spacing right there. Able to get that jump stop to feed it off, pero momentum brought him also to the side of the receiver, and so that turnover.
We're back with Pangasinan. This is Ian Melencio. Again, CJ Isit. Melencio. Free throw line jumper, short. Maguliano. He has some momentum for himself.
Well, that's the thing that JP has brought para dito sa Pangasinan. Rebounding and the help there. It's really good.
And now, off of that steal and the layup by Jeff Comia, Pangasinan gets the advantage 18-17. What a way for them to respond after the early onslaught by Batangas, who led by as many as 8.
Yeah, and they got a lot of help from the bench and helped them start a really good rhythm here at the start of the second quarter.
It is 18-17. 8 minutes and 34 remaining in the second. Take a short break. Presenting our Suzuki, muscular and sporty fan of the game, just like the Avinis. Do more and achieve more with the muscular and sporty scooter from Suzuki, the Avinis. Oras na para magmotor. I loved her reaction.
Yeah.
Nakita niya sarili niya, na nahiya siya for 1 second. And then, ano na ulit? Aura na ulit on air.
The good recovery and resilience.
Yes. All right. Let's resume our play here in Calasiao, Pangasinan. That's a tough spot for King Importante and Philip Panyamogan. Down by 1 and bench scoring has belonged to Pangasinan. 9-0. Finally, a response from the bench of Batangas.
Well, Panyamogan is one of those guys that they look forward to in scoring, averaging 11.5 per game. And so, kaya nandito na siya sa loob ng floor kasi kailangan na ng Batangas.
I'm pretty sure that he is adjusting here in the MPBL. It's been quite a while since his Makati days. At mabilis lang naman ang stint niya nung time na yon. Here's Philip off of their stop. Panyamogan against Alan Mina. 2 fresh off of PBA players. Mark Cruz attacks. Mark Cruz will miss.
That was a good move though. Strong close out, gotta attack that back. But the defense made him change that shot.
19-18. Ian Melencio onto Alan Mina. Still at it. Mina will fire. Short rebound. That's stopped by Oni Larib. By the way, his former teammate is Shaq Naganas. They were together in Bulacan.
Oh yeah?
Yep. Levy Hernandez fouled.
And dito naman nakikita mo yung I guess the profile of how Batangas really plays. They're more of a half-court set team. Levy could have blown past the initial defender, but he had to wait for his teammates because they were setting up their half-court set. So methodical and very careful in their execution offensively, speaking of the Batangas team.
So that's Levy's version of togetherness.
Correct.
Hernandez, would you say that he's moving quite well? Mukhang hindi naman bothered by his knee?
Well, I guess it takes a little bit of time before he gets to calibrate. Hopefully, he gets to his usual movement in game.
Ako ang magiging batayan ko personally is if he gets those one-handed rebounds.
Yeah.
Nagawa niya yun eh. Grabs the ball with one hand and he brings it down.
But you see in his social media account, talagang the want to come back because he's really, conditioning himself to be at game mode ready.
Lalo na dahil may 4 silang talo nung wala silang dalawang Coach Cholo.
Correct.
And those losses came against Caloocan, San Juan, Pampanga, and Abra. Quite frankly, that was a very unfortunate time for them to lose those 2 people with a tough schedule up ahead.
At saka siya ang leading scorer, number 1 para dito sa Batangas in their team, almost 15 points per game. And so you lose that much, somebody's got to cover that loss on the scoring points.
That's number 8 in the whole of the MPBL. Pass inside and a rare miscue between King Importante and Sed Ablaza. They've been together since their Makati days.
Yeah. And you see immediately King telling Sed, go take it. That's what you're there. Speaking of defined roles para dito sa Batangas.
This is Josh Fontanilla. Cross court, Japs Bautista. A 3, nope. Rebound Importante.
Si King importante, one of the favorite utility guys ni Coach Cholo to eh. Does everything that he needs for the team.
Actually, it's quite interesting na magkasabay sila ni Don Ochea.
Yes, like, that's right.
Don basically replaced him in terms of his role.
Tama yun.
This is Fontanilla hanging and missing, but there was a foul. Once upon a time, he was the MVP of Coach Gino Manansala for St. Clair College before the days of Jimboy Estrada. And now, Ryan Sual.
Oo. Well, Fontanilla got a good read there. Kita niya, hindi naka-set up yung defense and he's beaten the primary defender. Might as well go inside and try and attack.
Josh Fontanilla with 2 free throws. He's scoreless so far. First one is good. This guy also had a stint with University of Santo Tomas in the UAAP. Almost 5 points and 3.5 assists per game. He's actually been waiting all along to be a part of this Pangasinan roster. Yan yung tipong na-late lang eh. Pagpasok sa ating season.
Actually, even back when he was still with Nueva Ecija, you know, isa sa mga gustong piece ito ni Coach Gerson eh, si Josh. Oh, good pass, good move.
It's Don Ochea with 2 points. Ablaza and Baloria have done so much already for Batangas in this game.
A couple of scorers, a couple of really good utility guys, and one guy that does it all in Jexter. That's the 5 for Batangas.
Fontanilla.
Good skip.
Allen Mina, no good. Rebound Ablaza. There's an outlet guy available, but they weren't able to locate Don Ochea.
Mas maraming attempts ang Pangasinan, pero shooting below 30% pa rin sila from the field.
Panyamogan misfires. Rebound for the homegrown JR Kaasi. And here's Josh Fontanilla. Screen by Kaasi. Fontanilla. Where will he go? And there's a foul. Could have been a fast break layup for Don Ochea.
Yung tigil niya na yun, yung momentary tigil, he was already in trouble. Good thing he got fouled.
We have a timeout before we proceed. This play of the game is brought to you by Suzuki. Philip Panyamogan, bounce pass, Ablaza, one more. That's 2 easy points for Don Ochea, who did tell me that he's been working on his offense. Hindi naman pwedeng one-dimensional lang siya dito sa MPBL. 21-19, 4 minutes and 43 before halftime. How about this graphic for Sed Ablaza? This is 3-point shooting percentage. As a power forward, he's shooting at a 43% clip, just behind AC Soberano. But what's even more impressive is his overall field goal shooting percentage. He's number 1 in the MPBL at 50% efficiency.
Yeah, that's understanding when to shoot and when not to. He's not forcing anything. And katulad nung nakita natin kanina, may panira na siya. Nope, I got a better opportunity and he skipped it for that basket.
Now it's Cedric
There
scoring.
you go.
Let's see his numbers in terms of efficiency. Ablaza is 4 out of 6 so far. That makes it 66%. Josh Fontanilla. Another kick out. Bautista straight away off to the right. Rebound to Don Ochea.
And very clearly itong dalawang team na to, once you have an attack on one side, you see ball movement, a man movement rather, on the weak side. And so if you're the defender, kailangan aware ka kung anong ginagawa sa kabila.
There's a foul called Kurt Calagio was trying to shut down that drive of Philip Panyamogan. Let's see the replay of Apinan giving it up to his longtime buddy, Cedric Ablaza.
Yan ang literal na amuyan na lang talaga sa
Yes.
sobrang tagal na magkasama. The familiarity of play for both these guys.
Those two players have 3 all MPBL team selections.
And might I say, those last 2 baskets that we've seen, the guys who caught it didn't even put the ball on the floor. And just understanding footwork and able to finish on the rim.
We've seen 9 assists already from Batangas in this game compared to the 4 of Pangasinan. Make it 5. Finally, Japs Bautista is able to connect.
Yeah, and it's high time he makes those shots because iniiwan yung depensa eh. Hindi siya chinecheck. And so that free if your Japs, gotta connect and make it.
And once again, Japs Bautista was the Byron Villarias of Coach Gerson Gabildes before Byron Villarias. Those were their days with Basilan. Donachea answering back.
Yeah, he's answering to your conversation, now working on his offensive shots, which is good.
And you have to love the attitude of that man.
Oh, yeah.
One of the best characters, one of the best role players that we have in the MPBL in Donachea, who now almost got the board, although they did get possession after that sequence. That's a steal.
Good tap by Josh.
Fontanilla now streaking through. Josh Telarit. That's Kurt Calagio. No foul, no basket. Apinan almost lost space and they will slow down.
Well, at least Batangas tried to close out on that open 3 by Kurt. Would have been a good line.
Apinan faking the handoff. Trying to barge his way through.
Yeah.
Jexter Apinan will score.
You know what? That's one of the favorite things that I like about Jexter Apinan. He fakes off handoffs, gets it, keeps it, and then attacks. He's very efficient on that move.
Definitely a good sign after Apinan did not even score versus Pampanga. Even though he had size advantage playing against small forwards of the Giant Lanterns, he was 0 out of 4 from the field. Now he's back at his natural position, and Batangas is looking good, up by 9. Cedric Ablaza versus Pampanga had 14 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. 5 out of 11 from the field, so still not a bad percentage. But obviously he was challenged by the trees of Pampanga. More about Ced from Mika Besamis.
Hindi daw talaga agad na-develop ang shooting ni Ced Ablaza until his college days with Coach Buds Reyes. He thought he would always be just a driver and a rebounder. Pero lahat naman daw ng bagay ay nadadaan sa sipag. Gusto daw talaga niya ma-develop ang threes niya, and so that's exactly what he did. Another thing about Ced is his consistency when it comes to his conditioning. He and his partner Pearl, who is celebrating her birthday today, would do 5-kilometer runs 2 days before game day sa Philippine Arena. This way, he gets to improve his speed. Migs and Coach Mike.
Philippine Arena. So, NLEX. Pupunta pa siya Bulacan para tumakbo. So, that's a dedication from Pearl and Ced Ablaza.
Yeah.
And might I say, good for you, Pearl, na nakakasabay ka kay Ced. Because 5 kilometers is no joke.
Oh, naman. 1 kilometer nga lang. Hirap na iba. 5
Ako nga, parang 0.5. Di ko na kaya eh.
Kailangan na natin mag-treadmill or mag-mix.
Apinan got fouled.
Yeah, well, but after all, tong si Ced is their number 1 scorer and the number 1 in rebounds as well, including blocks. He's averaging almost 9 rebounds per game and almost a block each.
And again, he's number 2 in the league in 3-point shooting.
Oh.
Something that he didn't have when he was young. Coach Buds Reyes, shout out to you once again. He's always been that guy.
Yeah.
Just empowering players here and there.
Yes, agree. And
Apinan converting.
and you are, as a coach, you are measured by the players that you get to develop, either be it in skill, knowledge, or even attitude. It's just the culture that you bring to these players.
32-22. Hesed Gabo back against his matchup, Jong Baloria. I just love it that they're the ones guarding each other. Ablaza got the steal. Foot race. Baloria able to score. Wow, that happened so fast. Hindi madali yun, ah.
Tingin ko si Jong tumatakbo ng mga 10 kilometers kasi set 5. Layo nun, ah.
And by the way, Hesed is pretty fast.
Oo.
So for you to outlast him on the break, quick catch on the ball, laid up on the opposite side, it was very impressive. This fast break of the game is brought to you by Sports Max, powered by Play Max, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max.
And so far, yung tatlong three-pointers na nagawa kanina ng Batangas could spell the difference in this game so far. That's why this much of a score. Pero yung efficiency in terms of field goal, 53% para sa Batangas versus only 27 para dito sa Pangasinan.
Mabulak converting from the line. Damien Lasco will now return. So we're back to the starters of Coach Gerson Cabiltes. It's Batman and Robin with Vince Tolentino, Damien Lasco, and Michael Mabulak. On the other end, it's MJ De La Virgen with Sed Ablaza, Jexter Apinan, Jong Baloria, and Don Achea. They're starters as well. A miss by Jong. Mabulak gives it up. Ralph Robin. Behind the back, bounce pass, Mabulak, onto the left. Bounce pass again. Mabulak, yes! Coach Cholo not too happy with that defensive sequence.
Yeah, missed coverages there. So, kakalimutan na yan sigurado pero patututunan. Hindi na hayaang mangyari ulit yan sa side ng Batangas.
Here's MJ. Cross court to Jong. Bounce pass. Ochea. The cutter is Jexter. Sorry, miss. Although it was a nice play.
Oo, ang ganda ng execution nun. Ball and man movement. First, they tried to have Ablaza slip one way, then try to attack the other end with a weak side guy diving, but di lang pumasok, pero ang ganda ng movement.
That's gonna do it for our second quarter here in Pangasinan. Let's feature the top scorers of Batangas City, Cedric Ablaza, Jong Baloria, no surprises there. Don Achea joins the mix as a two-way player in the MPBL. 24 points combined for those two, or for those three. 10 coming from Baloria, 9 from Ablaza, and 5 from Ochea. It's 34-26. Batangas looking to get back to the winning column. Togetherness will be key for them once more, as this halftime score is brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending GameX.
Back at the Calasiao Sports Complex for your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. My name is Mika Abesamis, and right now I am joined by a very special guest, Sir Gene Alabanza, the team manager of the Batangas Rom Masters. Good evening, Sir Gene. Obviously, we're all very happy that Coach Cholo is back, Levy is back, and we can see it through the demeanor of the boys towards this game, and it's looking good because of your lead.
Yeah, we're happy to have everyone back. No, I guess coming from injuries and kanya-kanyang health issues. So even with them back, the team is still adjusting, and we're eager to get back to winning because we came back from 2 tough losses.
Very nice to hear, Sir Gene. Meron po ba kayong mga gustong batiin at pasalamatan?
Yeah, gusto ko batiin yung mga people who continue to support the team despite our recent struggles. And I'd like to also shout out to kila Kong, Marvy, and Mayor Bev who continue to support us, and kila Kyle Tan and Lucio Tan and all our fans from Batangas.
Maraming salamat once again, Sir Gene Alabanza, the team manager of the Batangas Rom Masters. Magbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
Back inside the Calasiao Sports Complex in Pangasinan for Batangas versus Pangasinan. It is 34-26 in favor of our inaugural season champions. Coach Cholo Villanueva and Levi Hernandez are back. Same goes for MJ De La Virgen, but it's Jong Valoria alongside Seda Blaza doing most of the damage.
Yeah, and then totoo yan. And yung efficiency on the field, you see that very clearly. 50% on 6 lesser attempts para dito sa Batangas City. Yung 3 points, ang laking difference niyan. Yung 3 more 3-pointer made para dito sa Batangas. That's already 9 points altogether. And yung assist, because they love to move the ball around and find open guys, they are +7. Samantalang sa bench naman, doon naman nagkaroon ng malaking tulong itong Pangasinan because JP Maguliano and Jabs Bautista scoring 4 and 7 to come up with at least 7 of the 13 bench points para kay Coach Gerson.
Although that happened at the middle part of the first half.
That's right.
Nakabawi sa dulo
Yes.
ang Batangas, much like how they started in this game. Valoria and Ablaza combined for 19 points. Jong also has 3 rebounds to his name, while Ablaza has 5 assists. And now we have Michael Mabulak on the graphic, obviously with 7 points. He's the leading scorer. Up ahead, it's JP Maguliano as well with 4 points to his name. We turn you over to Mika Abisamis.
Maraming salamat. I was able to talk to Coach Gerson Cabiltes and he said, the plays of Batangas really revolve around their shooters, and so again and again, he reminded the boys about their defense, to be more aggressive when it comes to their offense, but more importantly, to fight till the end para naman daw makaka-close out na sila ng game. But as I was talking to him, I asked him, sabi ko, Coach, what else are you looking forward to? And he said, as long as wala pang solid 8 para sa playoffs, we are still in. But he also acknowledges this humbling experience. Sabi niya, nung 2022, tinalo ko lahat ng teams na to sa regular season. Pero ngayon, tinatalo nila ako isa-isa by only 1 to 3 points. What a way to look at it, Migs and Coach Mike.
Actually, what a way to look at it.
Yeah.
Because, yes, it has been a heartbreaking season for them, but if they actually won those games na sobrang close naman, their record could easily be, 14 and
4 or 5.
Yeah.
Roughly that number.
Kung ganun ang record nila, nasa number 5 sila, number 4 in the North Division. And right now, they're at number 11, only 3 games back off of Val City. At malayo pa. We still have 1/3 of the season left. As Apinan scores inside, back and forth, we go in the third.
Yep. And kita very clearly talagang they're trying to push that pace, speaking of the heat waves, because that's where they're really so much better on fast break points, but you have to be very efficient, I guess, finishing in open floor.
We present to you our 3-point shot, brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Hesed Gabo before this game, he was joking with us that he's gonna get buckets for tonight.
And that was a classic setup of flare action, yung palayo yung receiver ng bola, enough to fool the defense na hindi siya dapat talaga tatanggap.
We actually thought that Hesed was gonna start with Josh Fontanilla and Gabo was gonna be the 2 for them. But if you think about it, Ralph Robin is a comfortable mate for him on the court. Damian Lasco able to escape.
Well, and so far, in the absence of the scoring of Ralph Robin, Damian's been pretty decent in terms of contribution.
39-33, over 2 minutes in the third quarter. FJ from way out. Off to the left, Mabulak got the board. They're down by 6. Damian Lasco attacking. That's a counter steal. 4 on 2. That's stopped away. A good break for Pangasinan.
Bihirang makikita mo ang Bataan may ganun situation, 4 on 2. But the good thing is you're seeing Sed, Jex, and Ochea, as well as Jong Valoria running that break.
Baseline inbound for MJ. They go to Cedric Ablaza, who fires and misses. Good box out by Lasco. And here's Sid Gabo attacking. Gabo is fouled. No free throws there, as he dished the ball onto Michael Mabulak.
And Hesed was trying to split those 3 guys defending, but got into that action, and so at least they keep the ball.
Baseline inbound for Damian Lasco. Bounce pass onto Ralph Robin. Trying to sneak his way through. A kick out. Lasco misfires. Vince Tolentino, great effort. Just not enough as he tapped the ball onto a wrong master. MJ set. Back to Delaverhen.
Again, they go back to the empty ball screen on that side of the floor, and they'll just play off of it.
Nice offensive rebound by Jong Baloria. Oh, he's backing down against Mike Mabulak. Baloria threw the ball away.
Yeah, he was expecting si Jexter to be curling under.
Yeah.
On that shot attempt.
Nagkulang ng amuyan sa play na yun.
Uh-oh.
Although, in terms of plays, I did ask Damien Lasco kung kamusta nga ba playing defense against the offense of Batangas, and he said it's pretty hard to read as Ralph Robin scores because they don't exactly call for a play.
Yes.
Kumbaga, napaka-minimal ng mga signages nila at alam na nila kung paano mag-react sa isa't isa.
Yeah. At marami silang, to my observation, marami silang mga what's called the automatics, you know. Once this setup is formed this way offensively, ito magiging action natin without even going for any calls.
And that is what togetherness done, or does for you as Gabo misfires. That could have been a big highlight.
Yeah.
39-35, Delaverhen to Baloria, pass inside. Almost a field goal.
Yeah.
And there's the recovery by Apinan.
Right there, Jong Baloria trying to locate a Jexter underneath. Good thing they were able to recover. What a block.
Delaverhen denying that shot of Ralph Robin.
Well, one thing to expect from MJ is we've seen him get a crack twice already. Look at this pass right here, deflected by Mike but recovered by Apinan.
Rebound ba yun?
Parang hindi deflection. Ay, sa kanya, right.
Oo,
sa side
no,
ni
rebound
Jexter,
yun
that's
eh.
a rebound, right. I thought you were talking about Mike.
Although, is that a missed shot?
That should be a rebound because that went hitting the goal and he got it. Should count as a rebound.
Pero syempre hindi yun field goal attempt, di ba?
And then,
Ni Michael Mabulak
Yeah.
as Apinan scores. He has 9. Apinan, by the way, has a good all-around game for himself. He has 4 dimes and 4 boards.
yeah.
Damien Lasco, he's feeling it. 6 points in this game.
And Coach Jerson is gonna need him in situations like those. No, absent si Ralph, you have to step up.
43-37. Delaverhen. Hand off to Apinan. That is
Yeah.
a walk.
Lost the footing. Nawala yung balance, out of control. Good anticipation then ni Ralph Robin. You see right here, little side ball action, and this is what we were talking about. There was no call on that play, just a open, empty side. But Damien doing good at getting those points back.
Here's Cesed Gabo against the zone of Batangas City. Stabbed away in favor of Pangasinan. Coach Gerson shouting, matagal pa yan. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Gabo to Robin. Cesed, almost a turnover. Valentino with the effort. Lasco drives, a miss. Rebound to Batangas.
Kita mo kahit may advantage na talagang, you know, half-court set pa rin ang hinahanap.
Tablaza onto Importante. That's a hold by Ralph Robin.
Well, to my observation, not really a good foul by Ralph because Baloria hasn't done anything on the post, no? So nagsisimula pa lang siyang makahanap na where that opening is gonna come. Either that or he wants to get subbed. Kaya nag-foul, no?
Naging paraan pala, no?
Baka pagod pa eh.
Maguliano and Melencio are in, joining Mabulak, Gabo, and Lasco. Here's Jong for 3. That's good.
Yeah, that's just picking your spots and understanding where the opening would be. You have a guy that's drop coveraging against you and you're Jong. If it shots earlier, then why not go for another one?
13 points for Jong Baloria. Now I wonder, si Jong Baloria kaya, nagkaroon kaya siya ng concept of preserving himself nung wala pa si Levy Hernandez. And Does that mean that in this game, he can go all out? Dahil alam niya na pag umupo siya, andyan naman si Levy.
Ako feeling ko, sa observation ko lang kay Jong, walang walang pahinga, nakadiin palagi maglaro eh.
Okay.
Yeah. That's how I observed him to be. And so the more that you don't have guys like Levy on the floor, or the more that he demands from himself, hindi siya pwedeng mag-tanking, so to speak, pagdating sa performance.
Gloria called for a foul. Pasok dito sina Philip Panyamogan, Levy Hernandez, and O'Neal Arim.
And nakikita mo yung management ng minutes ni Levy talagang, slowly easing into the game, and that's what the coaching staff of Batangas has done. But so far, this guy right here, Damian's been pretty good for Coach Jerson.
This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kumpletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Damian Lasco has played 13 and a half minutes, scoring 6 points. Levy Hernandez, only 6 minutes so far. 0 out of 3 from the field. Free throw story. A total of 12 attempts in this game. Ito na ang onti ito, no? Relatively onti yung mga attempts na nakikita natin.
Yes.
This is comparing the free throw attempts to Mindoro versus Bataan and Negros and Binyan. Panyamogan. Ablaza with his patience, the leaner, and the foul.
Yung nabanggit mo kanina yung free throws nung game before this. Para naman kasing buy one take one yung free throw kanina. Ang dami, That's a lot.
But again, we did feel the sense of urgency from Mindoro and Bataan, who were looking to snap their losing skids. Binyan obviously wanted to build on with their momentum after that big-time victory versus Rizal. They won versus Negros, who were trying to build their own momentum.
And that's, I guess, primarily because there were a lot of assists that were issued in that game by both teams, both above 20 assists for that matter. And so you get to move guys around. The tendency is to close out and get fouled.
This is for both games?
Kanina, sa Mindoro and
the first game.
First game.
Ablaza, on the second free throw, 9 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds for him. Wow. 2 misses. 46-38. JP Maguliano attacking against 2 defenders. He's fouled. Maguliano had his biggest game of the season spoiled by the Negros Muscovados. He had 19 points, 6 rebounds in 21 and a half minutes of play.
They're making right now, see JP put the ball on the floor coming from the outside instead of the usual post-ups. He's really good at perimeter jumpers too, but because of how he's being defended, no choice but to put the ball on the floor and create space and separation.
Well, he has developed a lot of his skills ever since being mainly a low-post player, as mentioned to us by Coach Louis Gonzalez in his high school and collegiate days. Although he continues to play the game fundamentally, much like his idol Tim Duncan. Turnover forced. Jeff Comia inbounds to Ian Melencio. 46-40, under 3 minutes in the third.
This is a high-scoring 3-guard rotation for Coach Jerson. Jeff, Ian, as well as Allen Mina.
A miss by Comia.
Somehow those guys can get past the defense half-court of Batangas.
Though Allen Mina did tell me that they're still working on their chemistry together. After all, Pangasinan, it's being built here in the 6th season of the MPBL. Tuloy-tuloy yung pagbabago roster-wise. Levy Hernandez misses. I have to remind everybody that there's a saying, Rome wasn't built in a day. Kahit naman itong Batangas score na to, it's been years, almost half a decade. Already in the MPBL na magkakasama sila.
And again, I guess credit to Coach Jerson. Yung mga close games lang talaga. I'm sure had they won those games, would have been a different narrative para dito sa Pangasinan.
And to Mika's point, na tinatalo sila ng mga tinalo nila dati by only a couple of points.
Yeah.
Hesed Gabon did tell us last year, or was it last year? I think earlier in this season, na ever since they became champions, they've always played like they have targets on their backs.
No.
Nararamdaman nila yung extra pressure from their opponents, which of course can be also considered as respect.
Well, if you get to that level, talaga, that's the team to beat, kumbaga, di ba? And so, as you go up there, the pressure mounts. So, it's a matter of how you respond and how, the turn of the tide would do your team.
Parang, with great power comes great responsibility.
Hindi naman si Gagambo yan, no?
9 on the shot clock. Hernandez, that's tapped away. And here's Jeff Comia, loving the open court. Alan Mina,
Good ball
Maguliano,
movement.
Barakael for 3. Nope. Rebound, Mark Cruz.
Yeah, that was good ball movement by Pangasinan.
Inside, Hernandez unable to control the leather. Medyo malamig pa si Levy sa kanyang pagbabalik.
Pangasinan, I feel, would do good if they pay the passing lanes, getting in there, getting live turnovers, and so that when they run the other way, hindi nakaset up yung depensa nitong Batangas.
Jeff Comia to Ian Melencio. 7 on the shot clock. Maguliano against Importante. JP, tough defense. JP Maguliano scores.
I was going to say, Batangas did a good job of pushing out a JP Maguliano even farther out, not even the mid-post. But JP stayed the course, did not give up, and went in there and showed a lot of aggression and effort. And when you do that, for the most part, you get rewarded.
Boy, this was a tall mountain to climb for him. He had to do so much against Mark Cruz. And King Importante, 8 points already in this game for JP Maguliano with 6 rebounds.
At saka on that instance, Mix, parang going solo, Siya nung situation, 1 against 3 on the paint.
The lead has been cut down to 3. The biggest was 12 for RJ Ramirez and company. This is his first appearance in this matchup. Apinan, Hernandez for 3. That's his first field goal on his MPBL return.
Now, that setup happened because of RJ Ramirez. He created the initial movement and made that defense move, eventually ending up with Levy with the ball on the side. See that shallow cut by Ramirez? That was the latter part, and Jexter really just waited for that lift by Levy from the corner.
Hernandez, we did mention, is the #1 scorer for Batangas this season, averaging 15. Mostly with his 3-pointers contributed for Coach Cholo's team. They already have 8 in this game. On the run, Panyamogan will score.
Believe it or not, that's just the 4th fast break point para dito sa Batangas. But the 3-point really was the key differentiator early in this game.
Ramirez went down. Alan Mina misfires. Rebound Apinan. And there's a foul as the buzzer sounded. It seems like the foul did make it on time.
Yeah, I think yan yung check-in nila kung umabot.
It was close though. Let's see the replay. So here's the missed shot by Alan Mina. He launched it because the time was winding down. Ayun, parang umabot. But again, our referees will be deciding on this one.
Pero ganda rin kasi ng depensa was that King Importante who defended against him, or RJ. Left-handed shot challenge for a right-handed guy.
Now, these highlights of the game are brought to you by Sip Plus, the official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration. Couple more highlights for Batangas City. Jong Baloria, one of the 8 threes that we've seen so far for the Rum Masters. That's as usual. Celebration. By the way, as this third quarter score is brought to you by GameX, wala pa sa penalty ang Pangasinan. So, pwedeng walang free throws dito.
Yeah.
By the way, GameX Sports is the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending GameX 51-43. Babalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. We are inside the Calasiao Sports Complex in Pangasinan for our return after 4 days of rest. We do hope that everybody is fine, safe at your homes. We hope that you have recovered already off of that recent calamity that we had this week. On Monday, we shall continue with our MPBL triple headers in the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in San Juan. As you get to see, our beloved staff, kapamilya natin sa MPBL na nanonood dito sa Pangasinan. This is Mix Gomez alongside Coach Mike Perez and Mika Abisamis. Quarter scoring natin, Coach.
Yeah, and almost constant 17 per quarter. Pero yung 12 na points ng Pangasinan in the second, medyo doon nagkaroon ng separation ng konti, dumagdag doon sa 3-point deficit nila in the first quarter. And so, this fourth quarter, hopefully, Pangasinan wins this quarter enough for them to go home with the win. And I'm sure Coach Cholo also wants to go home with the win. And you got to continue with how you performed in the first 3 quarters.
Mika did mention, Coach Gerson asked for them to play at a high level up until the very end.
Yeah.
They have to finish strong. 1-7 is their record in games settled by less than 5 points. That's a miss by Ramirez. And here comes Pangasinan. Melencio pulls up. That's a foul. Basket and 1. And usually, Ian Melencio comes alive in the fourth.
Yeah, and I was going to say, legit scorer in Ian Melencio. He's a, pressure-packed guy that will score points in the clutch. Look at this move. And the RJ really just late closing out. Try to avoid Ian, but eventually tumama.
That's the first 2 points in this game for Ian Melencio.
And you don't want to get him going if you're Batangas, because he definitely can score in bunches.
51-46. Pangasinan is 2-3 at home. This is only the 6th time in MPBL history that we are in Calasiao. Apinan attacks, got fouled, 2 free throws.
Yun ang isa sa maganda kay Jexter Apinan. If you have him be the inbounder on a full court press, you draw that second defender on that what's called the coffin corner. You just pass it back to Jexter and have them bring the ball downstairs. And definitely, you have the numbers game already going for you, and Jexter has the capability to read situations and make decisions. Right there, didn't see an open guy free, so he was the one who took it.
Free throw missed by Jexter Apinan. That continues to be a challenge for him. Free throw shooting for Batangas, not too good.
Yeah.
1 out of 7 against a 9 out of 12 of the Heat Waves. So now, after that conversion for Batangas, they're now up by 6. Apinan has 10, 6, and 5 as his numbers. Donachea has returned. Maguliano helping out at the backcourt. He brings it down against Jexter Apinan. Maguliano attacks. Maguliano misses. And here's Jexter. No forward pass.
Yeah.
Apinan playing point. Now he gives it up to his natural point guard, RJ Ramirez, against Ian Melencio, 2 former Bacoor City strikers. Ramirez will shoot. No good. Rebound Ian. Melencio will fire. Short. Oh, Levy Hernandez with that rebound. Again, that's a glimpse of his athleticism this year before that knee surgery.
This is going to be a dribble handoff here for Levy.
Now he shoots and he scores.
That's just basic, single side basketball. That's called a zoom action. We have your corner guy going to you while you have the ball, and they play that perfectly.
And there's a foul called on Apinan, who tried to swipe the ball off of Allen Mina.
Yeah, I see this. Very basic basketball. The mistake there was that Allen went underneath the screen. Kanina naka 3 points na si Levy, di ba? Okay lang, kanina nagmimintis pa siya. But, since he made one earlier, you gotta respect the guy shooting from there.
Hernandez is now 2 out of 6 from downtown. All of his shots actually have come from Curryland. Damian Lasco, 1-2, yes. It's a badly needed basket by the Heat Waves.
And you got to start building on Damian now and have Ian join in. Good trap.
Apinan, Ablaza, lost the ball. Levy was open there. Recovery for Donachea. They go to Sen. On to Jexter now. Hernandez asking for it. Apinan drives. Kick out Ochea. 12 on the shot clock. A lot of time here. Ochea pulls up and he scores.
And you see Coach Cholo right there, pumping his fist on that made shot by Don Ochea, as if telling Don, that's what we need from you.
Gotta love it from the returning coach. Don Ochea did tell me that he has provided a lot more extra motivation upon his return for Batangas City. Siyempre, ganado nga naman ang players mo kapag nagbalik ang original head coach ng Batangas. Score 57-48. We have our player matchup update. We talked about this before the game, that you wanted to see a good battle of scoring between Hesed Gabo and Jong Boloria. And so far, Jong has the advantage.
Yeah, and that's because he's primarily a scorer. And it's a little bit of a stretch for Hesed to score, but Jong just staying the course.
5 out of 8 shooting for Baloria, 2 out of 4 for Hesed Gabo. 5 more minutes played by Baloria. That's quite a mystery because remember at the start of the season, Gabo has high usage for Coach Jerson Gabildes. Although it might be a good way of managing as well the health of Hesed in this season. It is a long season after all.
Yes.
And they did get deeper after the window, talking about Pangasinan.
That's right.
This is Damian Lasco for 3, no good.
Tsaka, vital yung mga additions nila. Those are really guys that they needed. They needed, initiator of the offense. They got, who's this? Jeff Comia, right? And you got Allen Mina. And
Damian
Lasco. Tapos, paangat na yung performance ni Ralph Robin doon. He got his confidence back.
They even got some bigs like Maguliano. This is Levy Hernandez posting up against Ralph Robin. Hernandez, nope. Ooh, almost a putback by Mabulak. Oh,
that was tough.
Now our referee just pointed at the review station. That was near the private part of Levy Hernandez. He's pointing at it right now. Which Cholo will attend to him.
And
Dala niya yung board. Oh, dito siya dito siya magsiset ng play. Ayun.
And talk about togetherness, huh?
Oh, yeah. Gusto ko yung si Coach Cholo na yung pumunta. Para tumayo si Levy at makinig ka na. Ito na yung sunod natin gagawin. Welcome back to those two.
Yeah. And, you know, it's always good to see, you know, people go back to what they love doing.
Yeah?
Yeah. And after all, not everybody gets to do it.
All right, let's listen in to Miguel Pere for the official call.
The last offensive foul on Michael Mabulak has been upgraded into unsportsmanlike foul.
And it's worse. Well, it was an elbow to the groin of Levy Hernandez. We're listening to the conversation of Hesed Gabo to one of our referees. And he's explaining na pinalo kasi muna o napalo ni Levy Hernandez si Michael Mabulak. Kaya niya pinrotektahan yung bola sa ganung manner. And that's why his elbow landed
yung
upon
motion.
Levy.
Pero madalas yung pangalawa yung nahuhuli, no?
Yeah. At nakita mo naman yung reaction ni Levy Hernandez at umba na lang siya. By the way, it was a mandatory substitution, so it's 2 free throws for John Baloria. I always mention this. It must be a good feeling coming off the bench at may instant access ka to score 2 points from the line.
Yung nakapasok mo lang, pumuntos ka kagad. Or may opportunity ka to umiscore.
Yes. Levy Hernandez is getting ready to return.
Wow, what a play.
Cedric Ablaza will score. That's off of Jexter Apinan.
Well, that's got to be in the highlight right there. Simple back pick for Ced Ablaza. Oh, and a good read by Batangas.
Yes, it. Another 6.5 to go. Gabo onto the right. Damien Lasco for 3. Short. Recovery for Pangasinan. Nice feed. Yes, it. Gabo to Mike Mabula.
And again, facilitator first. Itong si Hesed talaga. And as long as a lot of familiarity that time around with Mike Mabula, just go to your spots and I'll get you the ball if you're not guarded.
Gabo has 5 assists in this game. He's 1 away from surpassing his season average as John Baloria flexes onto everybody off of that basket inside. 5 minutes and 40. 62 to 50. Robin, almost a turnover. Here's Damien Lasco. 7 seconds. Lasco down the middle. There's a foul. And Batangas cannot believe it. Three fouls on Ced. Damien Lasco proceed to the line. This might actually be the most that Damien has played all season long. He only averages 6 minutes of play.
How many points has he got?
9.
That's 9 points already.
He averages 1.
Yeah.
So, good break for Damien Lasco, but can he actually deliver a victory for his squad? They're down by 12. They have a challenge.
Upon review, the challenge was unsuccessful. Call on the floor, Stays.
Unsuccessful challenge for Coach Cholo Villanueva. So apparently it is a foul. Yung ting hawak. Lasco also tried to really create the contact there. First one is no good. And the time is now, by the way, for the Heat Waves.
Oh, 5 minutes, down 12. You got to start now.
This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. 2 misses for Damien Lasco. Recovery, still no good for Hesed Gabo. Ablaza onto Ochea. Pressure defense applied by Pangasinan. Here's Valoria.
They want solo coverage here on that side of the floor.
4 on the shot clock. Valoria using the screen. The pull-up. Short. Rebound Tolentino. And here's Hesed pushing again. Gabo. No foul, no basket. Offensive rebound.
Find shooters. Got to find shooters.
Lasco. Hesed's wide open. Can they locate him? Now Valoria is ready to close out. Lasco. Nope. Rebound to Batangas. Stolen away by Vince. Another sorry miss.
And they're getting those boards, but they're not converting.
Pangasinan is shooting only at a 30% clip, while it's 50% for Batangas. Donna Chea for 3. Short. And the Heat Waves convert. Gabo for 3. Still no good. Do they have enough left?
Yeah. And that's the third time that Hesed Gabo has attempted on shots and, coming up empty on every single time.
Ramirez cross court. Valoria onto Ochea. Step through. In and out. Rebound. It ended up with Apinan, who, by the way, is on a triple-double watch. Jexter has 10 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists. Valoria. Three-pointer. Short. Another rebound. But there is a loose ball foul.
Talk about a guy doing it all. Jexter Apinan first set up that screen, delayed that defender on Jong Valoria, allowing him to get that shot, and then going inside and locating the offensive rebound. What more can you ask from Jexter?
Josh Bautista is back in. MJ De La Virgen back in. They also have Levy Hernandez now with Jong Valoria on the floor.
This is a classic Batangas 5 right
Yes.
here.
They're closers working together. MJ, nice feed. And that's an easy 2. Man, Batangas looking like a well-oiled machine once more. 25 assists.
And they have 10 more attempts that off Pangasinan, but the percentages have been really good. Look at that. Very simple read. Nobody checking on Sed Ablaza right there. Use that screen and that flash middle by Sed.
Batangas has 26 field goals, 25 assists, 3 made free throws. Almost everything was off of great ball execution. 64 to 50. Pangasinan at home lost to Abra, Binyan, and QC. So their biggest loss was their biggest loss was 8 points. Here at home, that was their opener versus Abra. They won versus Marikina and Parañaque. So this could be their biggest loss if it continues to...
Yeah, down 14
Yeah,
at home.
trend like
at
this.
home, yeah.
3 minutes and 20 to go. Hesed Gabo obviously will not give up alongside his teammates. That's their usual closing duo. Ian Melencio and Hesed Gabo. A miss by Ian. Offensive rebound. Bautista. On to Melencio. His drive. 2 points.
Well, he's gonna score in bunches now. Time ticking away for Pangasinan.
Delivered hand, bringing it down. Defended by Ian Melencio. Batangas staying patient. Ablaza. Onto Hernandez. 3 seconds. Stepped out of bounds.
And this is a chance that Pangasinan should take advantage of. You get a score here, you'll be down only by 10.
Ian Melencio, no foul, no basket, offensive rebound once more. Bautista will drive. Kick out, Gabo, Mabulak. Onto Japs for 3. That's big. The lead is 9.
Scoring in succession, that's what they need. And now, you gotta defend in succession as well.
Plaza goes to Apinan. Jexter is 1 rebound and 2 dimes away from a triple-double. These last 2 minutes are brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending GameX, a miss by MJ. And here's Japs. Bautista needing a teammate. They swing it over to Ian Melencio. Screen by Mabula. Melencio zigzagging. Melencio will score.
Yeah, the 7 quick ones para dito sa Pangasinan. They're down only by 7, under 2 minutes, minute 44 to be exact. And this guy really just started waking up. Tried to find that path inside, able to slice and get in for that drive. 4 points on the 7-point run para dito kay Ian.
An absolute spark plug off the bench. Ian Melencio trimming the lead down to 7, 64-57. 1 minute and 44 to go. Batangas in their next game, so take on Bacolod on August 1. Manila at Manila on August 6. And then Zamboanga on August 10. I'm just happy to see them complete. Si John Amboluto na lang ang kanilang inaantay. There's Coach Cholo Villanueva back after 6 games. Same goes for Levy Hernandez. To be honest with you guys, Coach Mike and I, even Mika, I'm sure we have felt so much nostalgia with his return here in the MPBL. This is the Coach Cholo effect for Batangas City.
That's right. And the guys have responded with a lot of calmness and a lot of togetherness.
And that's a steal. Mabulak will score. The lead is 5. And we're back at it with Pangasinan. Another close game. Ablaza, drive and feed. Hernandez will fire. There's the silencer. What a bucket. Chris Porter is so happy. Whew. Maguliano. 2 more points. 66-61, a minute and 10. Apinan almost traveled. Yes, he did. Now Pangasinan can make it a 1-possession game.
Now this now is playing with a lot of urgency. And a good locate right there by Sed, trying to draw that defense Mabulak in before dishing it out to Levy for that 3. And Don Ochea's gonna come in for more board control, I feel.
And defense.
And defense, that's right. Because you have to be able to secure the defensive rebound, and King comes in as well. And the utility guys are in the floor right now for Coach Cholo.
Ese Gabo, by the way, just told Ian Melencio, kunin mo. Let's see if Ian can own this moment. 66-61. Gabo at the right side. He drives. Hesed, it's a steal. Ablaza, now on to Importante. Batangas slowing down. 45 seconds to go. MJ delivered hand, drive and feed. Nice cut. Don Ochea for 2. 68-61. That's a foul. Ooh. That could be 3 free throws.
That could be 3, that's right. And how about that pass by MJ? To that weak side corner cut. Going back door. Oh, wow.
Oh, it's 2 free throws.
Okay.
Okay, let's check that. I misread the fingers of the referee. Nakatago lang pala yung isa. So it's 3 free throws. First one is good for Ian Melencio. Michael Vico just messaged me. He's watching intently right now.
No, that's one guy they missed,
Yeah.
really.
Melencio converting once more. 34 seconds. A lot of time.
A lot of time, that's right.
68-64. Donachea. Coach Cholo saying slow down. Ablaza. Importante. Hernandez. The drive and the foul. That is the last foul to give of the Heat Waves.
And Levy had that read of a long close out, so umatake siya papuntang baseline. Ano? Parang kinakausap pa tayo.
I think he's just trying to pressure the defense of Pangasinan.
Yeah.
22 seconds.
This is gonna be a crucial stop here for Pangasinan.
De La Virgen, where will he go? Risky pass there, but Ablaza had a clear out. And here's MJ, fouled by Mabulak, so that's free throws already. Okay, free throws for MJ De La Virgen.
And the thing is, he's an 81% free throw shooter.
But this is his first trip at the stripe for tonight. The first one is good for MJ De La Virgen. He has come alive time and time again in the clutch for Coach Cholo this year.
And there is a reason why they got that in his hands, because they knew the percentages.
70-64. This would be the last timeout for Coach Gerson Cabildes. He has 17 seconds to work with. Let's see if they can pull off a big-time comeback. There you have our beloved MPBL family members, some former and current staff, and of course our VIPs, Rudy Distrito and Emer Ureta joining George Magsino. Behind Hesed Gabo, Hesed and the rest of the Heat Waves are looking to pull off something big in these last 17 seconds, down by 6. JP Maguliano attacking and missing, rebound Ablaza, and that could do it. They fouled. Forward pass, Donachea. 6 seconds to go. Melencio giving it up. And on the return of Levy Hernandez and Coach Cholo Villanueva, they just gave us a huge sigh of relief as they get a victory after losing in their past 2 outings.
And then this is a good return for both Coach Cholo and Levy, coming back and getting them on the right track of winning again.
Donachea with 1 more free throw. He has 10 points and 4 rebounds to his name. One last shot here for the Heat Waves. Hesed Gabo unable to attempt anymore. And so we say congratulations to the Batangas Rum Masters for getting this victory on the road, 71-64. Welcome back, Coach Cholo Villanueva, and welcome back, Levy Hernandez.
And I know we've used this word so many times in this game. It really was a matter of efficiency for Batangas. Lesser attempts, better makes. That's a 48% shooting for Batangas against that of 33%. But Pangasinan actually had, 13 more attempts compared to Batangas. But it really just was making the right plays and converting.
Our best player of the game is brought to you by Daily Fantasy. Dito sa Daily Fantasy, hawak mo ang laro. First, we want to give a shout out to Jexter Apinan, who had 10 points. Also 9 rebounds and 8 assists to his name. If he had a triple-double, he would have been the best player.
Oh yeah, he was the stabilizer in that third quarter run when Jong was a little bit silent. But you know, him coming back later on, just continuing that run, led them to this win.
Jong Baloria finishes with 16 points, 5 rebounds as well to his name in this game. This final score is brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL, plus the ending GameX. Baloria also just responded to our marquee matchup with him versus Hesed Gabo. Let's turn you over to Mika Abisamis.
Maraming salamat, kasama ko ngayon ang Daily Fantasy Best Player of this game. Walang iba kung hindi si Jong Baloria. Jong, yung 16 points mo, appreciated namin yon. Pero yung 5 rebounds mo, yung talagang nagpapatunay na ang tapang-tapang mo talaga sa laro na lagi naming nakikita.
Siguro, galing kami sa dalawang talo. Kumbaga, sakit para sa amin. And then, Coach Cholo came back. Kumbaga, kompleto na naman kami. And then, sabi namin, hindi tayo pwedeng matalo ng 3 sunod. Kailangan natin mag-bounce back. And then, ayun.
Napag-usapan mo yung pagbabalik ni Coach Cholo at syempre pagbabalik din ni Levy. Kwento mo naman sa akin, kumusta ba yung unang beses na nakita nyo sila sa practice?
Ayun, we're very happy. And then yun, syempre, sobrang tuwa namin kasi kumbaga, may kulang sa team, hindi kami sanay. Kumbaga, ayun, nung bumalik sila, ayun, naganaan kami lahat. Ayun, trabaho tayo. Ayun, tuloy-tuloy na to. Sabi ni Coach Cholo na start ngayong game na to hanggang sa mga papuntang playoff. Yun. Kung natin yung panalo. Yun.
Sabi nga ni Coach Cholo, based kayo sa togetherness ang inyong team. Ano? Meron ka ba mga gustong batiin at pasalamatan?
Binabati ko po, papa ko po, si Eric, si Minda, mama ko. Anak ko si Tiara, mga kapatid ko po, si Muman, Amari, Infinity, Labos. Anak ko po, si Tiara. Binabati ko rin yung SBC, pinapakunan ni Tito ko po, Vice Mayor Eoy Maniegos. Salamat sa sumusuporta, Batangas Embassy, Batanggenyo, sa walang sawang suporta, manalo matalo, andyan kayo, mga Team Deca. Binabati ko rin po buong kamag-anak ko sa Angeles, and then sa Lanao, sa Titunod. And then, good luck po bukas, Senator Manny Pacquiao, sa fight nyo po tomorrow. Good luck po.
Maraming salamat. Our best player of the game is Jong Baloria and he is brought to you by Daily Fantasy. Dito sa Daily Fantasy, hawak mo ang laro. Migs and Coach Mike.
Thank you, Mika. There you have it. We saw the big smile on the face of Jong Baloria. Just thrilled to have Coach Cholo Villanueva back. Coach Cholo, congratulations to you. This is your first win in your second life in basketball. On Monday, we shall proceed to the Philoil Eco Oil Center in San Juan for Sarangani versus Rizal, Pampanga versus Zamboanga, and then the battle between what could be the greatest rivalry so far in the history of the MPBL. The Davao Occidental Tigers taking on the San Juan Knights, champions in Season 3 and Season 2 respectively. But Jong Baloria did remind us that tomorrow our fighting Senator Manny Pacquiao will take on Nokia Anpo in his 3-round exhibition fight inside the Saitama Super Arena in Japan. Good luck to you, boss. We wish you the best. Thank you for joining us for our MPBL return after 4 days. For Mika Abisamis and Coach Mike Perez, my name is Mix Gomez. At ito po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.